Good morning students. In previous class we have seen that how to make the journal entries of the transactions which will happen in a company. So we have seen that how to make the journal entries according to the rules of debit and credits of the accounting system, and we have made also the day wise date wise entries of the transactions through journal entries. So now next step is coming, that posting those transactions into the ledger. So second step, we will now going to post the all the transactions into a ledger based on the types of accounts. So first I will going to explain you about all the assets accounts, and then we will learn about the other accounts also. So if you will look for the transactions which we have made during the journal entry, so the first transaction was the account amount of 1 lakh rupees through which the company was started. So you can see here that there is two parts, one is debit part and another is credit part. So this is the debit part and this is the credit part. So initially $1 lakh rupees was debited to the cash accounts. After that, the second transaction, if you will look for, 36,000 was credited, which we have paid for the rent. So, and if you will look for the third transaction, so third transaction was made of 60,000, and again it was credited because we have purchased an equipment of 80,000 on Jan 13, in which 60,000 we have paid through the cash. Again if you look for the next is 17,600, again it was credited because on Jan 4 we have purchased the office supplies of 17,600. Next transaction was we have received a amount of 28,500, which was received through the service revenue. The service which was provided through the company, we received 28,500. Next transaction was 19,100, which we have paid for the wages on Jan 14. So again we have written them through the credit side. The next transaction of cash was we have received 15,300, and it was received from the receivables accounts. So 15,300 was received, so debit, we have written them in debited side, and mistakenly I forget 32,900 also was received through the service, so we have also written them in the debit side. Now 4,000 was again received on Jan 25 as an advance, so again we have written them in the debit side. The amount of 1,900 and 100, again it was paid the wages on January 28, so again we have written them in the credit side. 5,000 was the payment which we made for the dividend account, so again it is written in the cash credit side. And 3,470 rupees was the miscellaneous expense done at the end of the month on Jan 31, so again we have written them in the credit side. So all the debit of the cash accounts, all the debit amount we have written in the left side, left column, and all the credit amount of cash transactions we have written on the right side. So after writing all the debit and credit of the cash accounts, at the month end we can see that $20,430 rupees is cash in hand, as it is in debit side. So when you will total these debit side and total all credit side, then you will find that the balance of $20,430 rupees was left on the debit side. Means at the end of the month on 31st January, company has the $20,430 rupees in hand. Same if you talk about the accounts receivables, you can see that first transaction is of 21,200. So you can see the transaction which has been done on the January 18, that we have given the service of $54,100, in which we have received 21,200 as a cash, as a account receivable. Total costing of the service was 54,100, in which 32,900 we have received through cash, which I already posted in cash accounts, and $21,200 was on account receivable. So I have written here account on the debit side of account receivables. On Jan 23, we have received 15,300 from the 21,200. So we have written there on the credit side of accounts receivable. So at the month end, $5,900 is marked as a accounts receivables. Means in the market, in the accounts receivables accounts, we have $5,900, which we will receive in coming month or in coming future. So at the end of the month, $5,900 is on the accounts receivables, and $20,430 rupees dollar is in hand cash. So we have illustrate the cash accounts debit and credits amounts, and the accounts receivables debit and credit amount. Rest of accounts I will discuss you in the next video. Go through it, understand that how we are going to post the transactions of journal entry through the accounts, through the ledgers. Thank you.